Greetings, everyone. It's Glenn Kellaway coming to you from the basement. It is a incredibly snowy day in Trenton, Ontario. We've got at least 6 inches of snow overnight. It is friggin' nuts. It is so wet and heavy that you can't even move it with a shovel. It's unbelievable. I don't know what the hell's going to happen, but it better warm up and melt. That's all I got to say. Today I want to talk about vinyl box sets. I want to show my vinyl box set collection, and yeah, I'm a big fan of box sets. So got a lot on CD, got a few interesting ones on vinyl. So without further ado, let's get started. First, I might as well get all these ones out of the way. Beatles. Let's start with Let It Be. Usually I typically buy these on these sets on CD because I don't like playing the outtakes and alternate takes on vinyl, because if there's takes I don't like, I don't want to get up and move the needle over and stuff. And CD, you can just flick the switch over to the next track. It's so easy. But this was a beautiful set, and came with, of course, I mean, we've all seen this, so I'm not going to spend too much time, but I guess the real reason everybody wanted this was to get the Get Back album that was included in this set. So Let It Be. How about let's go back quite a few years here. Concert for Bangladesh. Man, this was such a great concert, man. I'm telling you, I was talking to my live chat buddies Rob and Sam, and they don't have this album. I can't believe it. Like, being Beatles fans, this is incredible. George's performances are great, and Leon Russell, and the Dylan performances, and Clapton's good on this. Comes with a book. 1, 2, 3 record set. Beautiful, beautiful set. You can grab this used probably around, I'm going to say between $30 and $40. It's worth getting if you can find it. Concert for Bangladesh. Next, of course, I didn't pull the box down, but here are the what was inside. The George Harrison All Things Must Pass set. Some people love it, some people don't. I love it. I got no problem with it. Beautiful set with that, and then came with all the outtakes and various alternate tracks and whatever. Another one that I really like, and I got really cheap on an Amazon warehouse sale. I think I bought it for like $20-some or something. I couldn't believe it. 4 record set, Pure McCartney. This is great, and it sounds really good too. It doesn't have the abundance of tracks that the CD set had. It has more tracks on it, but still, I'll hold that up for you. And this is a great set. I like that they mix the songs around. It's not in order of the way they were released. Or there's the thing. Comes with a of course on beautiful black colored vinyl, but really nice set. I love that one. Pure McCartney. What else I got here for Beatles? In the same vein, people complaining about the George Harrison remixes, and this one certainly was up for discussion on whether it was done well or not, was the John Lennon Give Me Some Truth set. It's hits. Sean Lennon was involved heavily in this, and I of the opinion that some of the tracks were improved, some of them weren't, but regardless, I always say it's just a different way of listening. That's all. One album came with 4 records, came with a gold 2 record set. Nice inserts. Man, I can't believe the snow out there. I'm going to put these back later. This also came with some goodies. John's copy of John's returning his MBE to the Queen. Copy of his thing. Give me some Truth sticker, postcard, and yeah, stuff like that. So, but I like that set. Of course, the holy grails of Beatles box sets is the mono box. I'm not going to show you all the albums, but we all know how highly regarded that set is. And I also have the stereo set. These are heavy. Stereo set. So that does my Beatles. So let's just start with in alphabetical order here how I've got them. So Michael RPM 45 came up with this idea where he took the albums. One of the things with box sets, the negative thing to me is the box set sits with the albums in it, and they're not as accessible as just grabbing a record off the shelf. You got to grab the box set, pull out the records, and find the one you want. It's a bit tedious. So Michael came up with this idea a couple years ago where he takes the albums out of the set, puts the box beside it, and then puts the albums outside beside it. So that's the way I do it. So if you have room, you can do that. If you don't, you can't. Right now I have the room. As soon as my shelves get a little heavier and more full, I'll probably have to go back to putting them back in. But let's start with the band. The Capitol albums, 1968 to 1977. This is a great set and very affordable. The pressings are fantastic. Empty box. Here's what the albums look like, just so you know. There we have music from Big Pink. Nice heavy-duty covers. I, of course, put them in sleeves. I think that was on the original Capitol label, so they're all true to the original labels as they came out. The band, my favorite. Cahoots, my friend Larry Graves' favorite. Stage Fright, another favorite. Love this album. Rock of Ages, great live album. Moondog Matinee, not my favorite. It's an album of old rock and roll covers, which I really didn't think they did that well on it. I really love this album. Northern Light, Southern Cross. My favorite band song is on here, which is Acadian Driftwood. That's it for that. Next, Under the Bees. Love this guy, Arthur Brown. This is the crazy world of Arthur Brown. It comes with the remixed vinyl. Great album from the 60s. I Am the God of Hellfire. Cherry Red America is the label. And also comes with a CD set as well. 3 CDs. Love this set. Very affordable. And we get ourselves a book. And a poster. Pretty cool set. Very affordable. Well done. Records sound great. And yeah, I'm a Arthur Brown fan. Next, the amazing, my favorite vocalist of all time. I love this set. Ray Charles, The Atlantic Years in Mono. Another set that's very affordable, and those early Ray Charles albums just sound so friggin' good. and they're really raw, and there's the albums that are included. You know, they're real raw, bare bones. It's not a lot of orchestrations and stuff. It's just Ray singing with a great band, and yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here, and then it goes through each record. Man, could that guy sing! Good book that comes with it. Lots of good info. Here are the albums. A lot of fumbling around doing it this way, but what can I say? Ray Charles, yes indeed. Nice covers, really glossy. Atlantic Records, beautiful label. Genius After Hours, Ray Charles. Ray Charles Atlantic. This one's great, man. Drown in My Own Tears is on here. Losing Hand. Hallelujah, I Love Her So. Mess Around. I Got a Woman. I mean, this is, wow. That's the best one in the bunch as far as I'm concerned. What'd I Say? Ray Charles. Another great one. What'd I Say? Part 1 and Part 2. Roll With My Baby. Man. The Genius Sings the Blues. Oh, man. Early in the Morning. Hard Times. The Midnight Hour. The Right Time. I'm Moving On, the Hank Snow song. I Believe to My Soul. Wow, just I Wonder Who. What a great album that is. The great Ray Charles. And the genius of Ray Charles. Let the Good Times Roll is on here. Deed I Do. Oh man, Don't Let the Sun Catch You Crying. Come Rain or Come Shine. The genius of Ray Charles. Great pressings and just wonderful, wonderful albums. Next, Mr. D. Bob. The man. The legend. Bob Dylan, the original mono recordings. Fantastic set. Pressings are incredible. They sound great. There's the obligatory book comes with it, with lots of photos, and these albums are incredible. I just dropped something out of it. It's probably the, yes, always keep. Okay, let's look at a couple of the records here. I won't go through them all, but it's basically Bob's first 8 albums from right up to from the debut up to John Wesley Harding, all mono recordings, original masters. My favorite Bob Dylan album, Blonde on Blonde. Original Columbia 2i, John Wesley Harding, Highway 61, Bringing It All Back Home, Times They Are Changing with the rough cover, glossy on the back, Another Side of Bob, Freewheelin' Bob, and the debut from Bob. That's a wonderful set. Again, if it's still in print, it was very affordable, worth getting. I have it on CD as well. See if I can get this back in here without causing too much trouble. I did it. Look at that. This is going okay. All right, next. Grateful Dead. This is a beautiful looking box. This set, I always have trouble remembering what it's from. Fox Theater, St. Louis, Missouri, 1971. Brilliant set. Dead always does. Everything is first class with the Dead when it comes to box sets. The CD sets are incredible. A good old Grateful Dead sticker, a Dead cast. And the records themselves, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 sides of Live Dead from the Fox Theater. Great set. Love my Grateful Dead. That one I can't leave out because the records aren't individually housed in their own covers, so we don't do that. Next Grateful Dead set is the 4th to the 8th studio album releases. Limited edition, 7,500, comes with this book. The albums included are Wake of the Dead, From Mars Hotel, Blues for Allah, and Steal Your Face. Now, the Steal Your Face release, this was the first time it was released on vinyl, I think, for many years. Reissued, I should say. But, Mars Hotel is the label. Blues for Allah. Love those covers. Steal Your Face. Gatefold. And last but not least, Wake of the Flood. One more Dead set, I think. Again, can't take the records out because they didn't house them in individual covers. Grateful Dead, Europe 72. This is limited to 12,000. 180 gram vinyl. 10th side is etched, which is kind of cool. See if I can find that one. So the records came in just individual sleeves. I replaced them and put them in different sleeve. Let's see if I can find that etched record because it's very cool looking. Come on, kids. It's here somewhere. Yes. Hope you could be able to see this. Very cool. 1972. Excellent set. Sounds great. Dead at their best as far as I'm concerned. They're a really tight band then. Really tight. Comes with, well, that's all the original covers, the way they came. Like that. So I just kept them in the back. Put them in protector sleeves to keep them in better shape. And yeah, you see if I can get this back in. There we go. Bear with me for 1 second. Next, you know, I wasn't a big Genesis fan. I appreciate them. I like a lot of their stuff. I like Peter Gabriel more as a solo artist than I did as a member of Genesis. I'm not a fan of The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. I hate to say that. But what I am a big fan of is Steve Hackett. The stuff he's doing over the last few years with the live releases, when he does the Genesis stuff live, is just incredible. It's so good. He's such a great guitar player. Steve Hackett, Selling England by the Pound, and Spectral Mornings, live at Hammersmith. This is a 4-record set. It sounds incredible. He is such a great guitarist. Has a great band. And, man, I love this stuff. This is the only one I have on vinyl. I have a few of them on CD, the other sets. Highly recommend listening to this stuff. And if you're not a Genesis fan, really check it out. It's amazing how good it is. Fantastic. Gets a lot of love in my house, any of the live Steve Hackett stuff. Okay, next. We go from my favorite male vocalist of all time, Ray Charles, to my favorite female vocalist of all time. Apologies to my friend Brian at Massey's Main Entertainment. But the incomparable, one of a kind, Janice Joplin. I absolutely love Janice. Have loved her from the first moment I ever saw her perform on, I guess Monterey is probably the first performance. That is still one of the greatest live performances I've ever seen, when her doing Ball and Chain at Monterey. Janice, this has the 2 Big Brother albums and the 2 solo Joplin albums. Of course, we lost her in 1970. I saw Janice in 1970, a couple of months before she passed, at Festival Express. We get the first Big Brother album. Of course, Cheap Thrills, one of the great albums of all time. And Got Them Old Cosmic Blues again, Mama. And of course, she was recording this when she passed away, Pearl. Next on the list, one that's been talked about a lot recently, so we won't go into it in detail. Tom Petty, live at the Fillmore, 1997, 1997. 6-album set. Absolutely incredible. So well done. Sounds amazing. Now we're in with the Peas. How about one of the great singer-songwriters of all time? A man I love very much and still miss. Tragedy that he died through COVID. John Prine. The Atlantic albums. These are John's first 4 albums. Absolutely beautifully done. The debut. His second album, Diamonds in the Rough. Sweet Revenge, and Common Sense. The amazing John Prine. There's a box set of the next 4 albums that he released. I haven't got it yet. I would love to get it at some point. Next, one of my most watched videos of all time. I think it's got like 8,000 views or something, is when I picked up the Rolling Stones Goat's Head Soup box set, 4 LP set. It is a great set. There's no doubt about that. The gem of this set is the live Brussels There's the Goat's Head Soup album with some outtakes and alternate takes, which are really good. This is a great set. It really is. Those seats, but the gem of it is the Brussels album, 1973 live. Stones at the top of their game. This is great. I saw them in 72, basically the same set, and fantastic. Next, oh Canada, let's fly the flag for a second here. Rush, 40th anniversary, my favorite Rush album, Moving Pictures. Beautiful remix of this album. 180 gram vinyl. There's the record itself. Love the design on the label. This comes with a live concert from Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto, Rush's hometown, which is fantastic. Maple Leaf Gardens, March 24th and 25th, 1981. Excellent show. And there's side 3, 4, 5, and 6. Fantastic set. Well done. Rush is another band that really does their box sets well. I wish I had more of them. I wish I had more money. I wish I won a lottery. And I've got 2 more. And then we're done, I promise. Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band, live 75-85. I bought this used and it's all scuffed up, see? But the records are in really good shape and I got it for 20 bucks. Couldn't resist. 5 LP set. These are from the, like I said, well, 75-85. Comes with the book. I first saw Bruce in 1980, I think, the River Tour, and then there's the album. Seen him probably a dozen times. What a great live performer, man. Unbelievable. Touring again next year, but I can't afford the $5,000 for a ticket. Friggin' Ticketmaster. And last but not least, Mr. Neil Young. Official release series 5 to 8. There's the albums that are on here. Here's the records. Another one well done. Neil Young does great reissues on his catalog. He really is a stickler for sound. And these sound great. Time Fades Away. Zuma. And my 2 favorite Neil Young albums. My favorite, On the Beach, and Tonight's the Night, my second favorite. That's it. That's my album box sets, vinyl. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, I'm trying to move my self around the room to show you a little bit of stuff. There's my Rycooter autograph that my friend Irwin from Taste the Dirt Through Your Ears gifted me, and 2 Rycooter programs, one for Get Rhythm and one for Slide Area when he was on tour. my Beatles, they're originally from 1964, those Volpe prints. And everyone have a great day. Stay safe. We'll talk soon.